Hey guys, so I feel like I do this for every pregnancy. I thought it would be fun to do an old wives' tale gender prediction video. As I've talked about multiple times, Anthony and I are gonna wait until the baby is born, or at least I'm gonna wait. I don't know about Anthony. We'll see if we can come up with names. But our plan is to wait until the baby comes to find out if it's a boy or a girl. So these are all in good fun. I honestly don't have one way or another that I'm leaning. I keep telling people in my gut, I feel like it's a girl, just like certain cravings I've had, or like I've had really bad acne, my nausea was pretty bad, I don't know, just like things like that. But then on the other hand, in my head, when I refer to the baby, like I'm thinking about the baby, I'll say he or him. So it really could go either way, but I just thought it'd be fun. We could do some gender prediction tests and just kind of see which way it's leaning, if any. I don't think these help at all. I think you can skew them whichever way you want, because I feel like I did these when I was pregnant with my second, with Porter, and most of them said girl, and then it turned out he was a boy. So I just thought it would be fun. We'll just do a couple of them, not anything crazy. Like in my past pregnancies, I don't think it was with Avery, but with the boys, I did like peeing, baking soda and red onion or something. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna do ones that like you can easily figure out yourself. So anyway, I am 23 weeks pregnant right now. So next week is viability, which is a huge milestone. So let's get into it. I just pulled up an article on my phone from Baby Center, and they have like 15 gender prediction tests to try. So let's see. Okay, so the first one is cravings. It says if you constantly want meat, cheese, or salty foods, then you're having a boy. And if you want sugar, then you want a girl. So I don't know, this one's hard. I kind of lean towards girl because not so much right now, but in the beginning, I craved candy like no other. I constantly had to have a bag of jelly beans in my candy jar, and I would go through about a bag a week of jelly beans, like just crazy. And I'm not that crazy candy type of person. Like if it's out, I'll eat it, but we always store our candy away. Otherwise our kids would just eat candy like no other. So if it's out of sight, then it's out of mind for me, and I don't really eat it. But in the first trimester and then like a bit of the second, like the beginning of the second, I wanted candy like no other. However, some of my favorite late night snacks are salty cashews. And I am not normally a person that will just eat nuts for fun. Like if it's out at a party maybe, but I won't just like go and pick it out of my pantry. But I've been craving them, so I don't know, maybe girl, because I feel like the craving for the candy was stronger than the craving for the salty cashews, but really, I don't know. I feel like that one could go either way. Okay, number 2 on this article is the Mayans. So the Mayan calendar had a calendar or something that predicted gender. It says, take a look at how old you were when you conceived and the year it happened. If both numbers are odd, or if both numbers are even, then you are gonna have a girl. If one of the numbers is odd and one of the numbers is even, then you're gonna have a boy. So when I conceived this baby, I was, and still am, 31. And the year that I conceived was 2024, because it was November, even though we're in 2025 now. So that would be an odd and an even number. So that means boy. So we'll see. Partner's weight. If your partner has been gaining weight, then that means it's a girl. If your partner has been losing weight, then you are going to have a boy. Anthony has been telling, even though he works out every morning, Anthony has been telling me that he feels fat. He's not, but he tells me he's feeling bigger than what he usually was, and he's been packing on the pounds. So I guess that would be a point for girl. I feel like I should write these down so I keep track. Right now it's 2 girls, 1 boy. The next one is the Chinese gender test. So apparently the Mayans had one and now the Chinese have one. And looks like my app like does it for you, so I'll put it in. So it asks, how old were you when you conceived? So I was still am 31. And when did I conceive? It was November. It's saying, so my phone is saying girl. So according to the Chinese, I'm having a girl. So let me write that down. This one says, if a little boy shows interest in your pregnant belly, you're having a girl. If he doesn't seem interested, you're having a boy. Both my boys have been very interested in my pregnancy. Even Porter, who's only 4, he's always kissing my belly, talking to my belly, asking about the baby. So he's been really interested. So I guess I would say girl on that one. So that makes 4 girls, 1 boy, if we're keeping track. Okay, so this one says where you carry your baby matters. A baby boy will sit low in your abdomen, while a girl will sit higher up near your rib cage. This baby, the whole time, has been so low the entire pregnancy. Every time my doctor tries to find the heartbeat, she has to go so low to find it, and every time I feel movement, I feel it so low down there. So because of that, that would point to a boy. Heart rate, this is one that I feel like most people reference. So if the heart rate is over 140 beats per minute, then it suggests that you're having a girl. And if it's lower than 140 beats, then you're having a boy. I think this is total wacky doodle, not real. Because no matter if my baby has been a boy or a girl, they have all been over 140. So I don't really believe this one. But just to play along, this baby has had heartbeats over 140. I think the first heartbeat was like 160, and then it's been like 150 and like 149. So due to that, that would suggest that this baby is a girl. Another telltale sign is a morning sickness. If you have morning sickness, you have a girl. If you don't, then you're having a boy. Again, I don't believe this one because I've had bad morning sickness with all of my babies, whether it's been a boy or a girl, but I did have morning sickness. So technically, I guess it was a girl. My morning sickness this pregnancy was super bad because in the very beginning, while I was dealing with the pregnancy nausea, I also got the norovirus, which is like a tummy bug causing you to puke. So I puked a lot. This pregnancy is the one that I've puked the most in. With both of my boys, I did not puke at all. With Avery, I puked 1 time because I was taking a pill and it just made me gag, and then I puked. And with this final one, I puked several times, several days in a row, but I don't know if it was pregnancy or the norovirus. So yeah, this was a rough nausea for a pregnancy. So technically girl. Right now it is 6 girls, 2 boys. Another one is acne and complexion. If you have a lot of acne and bad breakouts, then you're believed to be having a girl. If you don't really have acne, then it's a boy. This pregnancy, I have pretty bad acne breakouts. Not so much now that I'm in my 2nd trimester, but in my first, it was horrible acne. And this is one of the ones that's kind of pointing me more towards girl, because with both my boys, I really didn't have that bad of acne. But I remember when I was pregnant with Avery, I did get really bad acne. Now I can't remember if it was the whole pregnancy or it's just like certain points. like it is now. But yeah, I had really bad acne in the beginning of this pregnancy. I still get spots here and there, but it's cleared up a lot more now that I'm in my second trimester. So technically, girl. Okay, we'll do a couple more. I found another article because I kind of ran. Some of them are like urine, and I don't really want to do that, or like the ring test. I just don't want to take the time to do all that. So I'm just trying to find easy ones that I can just say myself. So the next one is gracefulness versus clumsiness. If you are very clumsy while you're pregnant, then it'll be a boy. If you're very graceful, then you're having a girl. Now, every pregnancy, I feel like I have been very clumsy. Heck, even when I'm not pregnant, I feel like I am a clumsy person. But if we're going off of the old wives' tale, this would say boy. This one is mood swings. So if you have a lot of mood swings, then you're having a girl. If you are more even keel, then you're having a boy. I feel like my mood swings have been all over the place, but I also feel like that's me normally, and every pregnancy I've had crazy hormone mood swings. So technically this would be girl. Okay, I think I'll do one more gender prediction because I'm kind of running out of them and this video is getting kind of long. The last one is sleep position. So apparently which side you sleep on at night will tell you if you're having a boy or a girl. So if you prefer sleeping on your left side, then you're having a boy. If you prefer sleeping on your right side, then you're gonna have a girl. I don't know that my sleeping position has really changed, like since I got pregnant. I've always liked sleeping on my side, but I think I always like sleeping on my right, although I do change back and forth throughout the night. But technically I guess I'll say right, which that would mean girl. So that's another point for girls. So if you're keeping track, right now we have 9 girl votes and 3 boy votes. So if we're going off of just all these gender prediction tests, it would say that I am having a girl. However, a lot of these I kind of was like, I don't know how much I'm really reading into this, you know. I don't know how, I mean, obviously these are all just for fun, but a lot of these could have been boy or girl either way, but technically the girls have it. So, am I having a girl or a boy? Not exactly sure. I guess we'll find out in less than 20 weeks. And I hope you guys have fun with this video with me. What do you guys think that I'm having? Comment down below. You have a 50-50 chance. And I guess we'll be finding out soon enough. And if you have any boy or girl names that you want to suggest, please put them in the comments down below as well, because Anthony and I are struggling. Half the reason is because I put like really high standards on the names that we choose. The name of this final baby cannot begin with a D because our last name begins with a D. It cannot begin with a G, a P, or an A because we already have kids with GPA. And then also I don't want this baby's name to have the same ending as any of our kids, so that would be a son, an or a Y, I guess, because Avery. So I've made it quite difficult on us to come up with a name that fits any of the, like, fits into all of these constraints that I've just like made myself. So anyway, if you have any ideas for us, please let me know. We are struggling so bad. I also don't like super common names, so it has to be more, not like out there, but just like more unique, that they're not gonna have like a million of these kids in the class with their same name. So yeah, anyway, if you have any suggestions, please put them down below. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!